come in.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Sandy. Glad you could make it today. Please sit down.
Sorry.
Before we start the meeting, I would just like to inform you that the recording this meeting, is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Good. Now to just let you know, when it comes to your work, you have an excellent record. You seem to have a great rapport with most of your clients.
I really enjoy my work and I find it easy to talk to people. And all the outside resources seem to be helpful, which makes your job interesting as you are not fighting with them and get things done.
That's great. Now down to the reason for the meeting. I retrieved the incident. Here is the incident report, your record, employment files. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I've seen you in the park on Etzer Street on the 21st of the 6th, 2015 at approximately 1600 hours, kissing and cuddling Jason, who is one of your clients. What do you have to say about that?
Okay. Jason and I love each other.
In love? Enough for you to lose your job? Your skills are too valuable for us to lose you over a crush on a 17-year-old. Boy, you are 23 and this is not on.
Okay, well, I am only 23 years old and he is 17. There's not much difference anyways, it's my business.
Well, actually, it's my business. As he is a client of this organisation and it is unethical for you to be having a relationship with a client of that age. By having this relationship, you are actually going against work ethics as a social worker, and this can lead to dismissal.
I knew this was unethical, but I never thought I could lose my job.
Not only will you lose your job, but this will be entered into your personal work record, and you will probably never be able to work in this field again. So you really need to think about it. In the relationship worth losing, all you have well-earned respect that you have developed over the past 12 months, over the last couple of years.
Well, I think I really need to think about this. I've never crossed my mind of the seriousness of this indiscretion.
Here is a copy of the Australian Association of Social Work. Within this pamphlet, you will find the sections Professional Boundaries and Dual Relationships. Okay, it lets you know that a social worker will not engage in any form of sexual relationship with a client that you are working on a professional basis with. Also, it goes into what can happen. What are the other points? That it also includes face-to-face contact, written communication, telephone and online communication, anything like that is classed as inappropriate between a client and a social worker. Once this has started, also, it has to be, when we find out about it, there's a disciplinary area that has to be followed. Okay. There are 14 principles that make up the Code of Ethics for youth workers to work by, and the key principles that you work is that of boundaries. Now, how long has this relationship been going on for?
About 6 months.
As in the past you have been such a good record with your working practices, I am going to suspend you for 2 weeks without pay. Within this time, I'd like you to think about what's more important to you, your job or your relationship with Jason. Jason will be handed over to another worker. As he is 17, I can find any information about it if it's against the law or not. I am in the process of speaking to someone about this issue.
Thank you. I'll take a break and go away somewhere for the weekend by myself for a couple of days, I guess. I love my job, but I feel that I also love Jason. I have a lot to think about. So will you be in contact with Jason and tell him that he has been allocated another worker? I will phone you in about 10 days with my decision again. Thank you very much.
The only way you're going to be able to make a decision if you do not have any contact with Jason over the next 2 weeks, so it would be in the best interest to go away somewhere by yourself. We'll hear from you in 2 weeks.
Okay, talk to you then. Bye.
Bye. Okay, 10 days later, the phone rings. Good morning. Jamestown Counselling Centre. Carol speaking.
Hi Carol, this is Sandy. I've decided that my job means more to me than this relationship with a 17-year-old boy. I met another woman on my trip away, and the works that she has been in a similar position as me, and she has made me open my eyes to what was happening.
Oh, that's great news, Sandy. I hope you have a long and hard thought while you're away. Just let you know that the incident has been reported to the Board of Directors, and because of your record, they decided that I handled it an appropriate way. They will be happy with the outcome.
Yes, I did with what we had talked about, and what the woman and I had spoken about made me realise that I was losing more than a mere crush on some 17-year-old boy. Yes, I know that's what I needed to be done. I'm glad that I allowed me to have a second chance. I will see you Monday morning again. Thank you so much. Bye.
See you Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye. That one's done. That's done about this one.